Hey everyone, and welcome back to the tavern. That's all I got. That's your fucking intro.
That's an
The
Well,
tavern.
it does look. They're kind of in a tavern.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. I mean, I certainly do want to have a couple of drinks, but I'm not going to because
I have tea.
it's too cold in Melbourne. I just had a delicious bubble tea, mango and bubble tea. It was just delicious.
I made myself a cup of hot tea so I could warm my hands up.
Ah, yeah, that's why I've got a heater next to me at my workstation here. Um, so Adam,
Yes,
so Adam.
yes, 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 yes.
So you're telling me that before the long weekend, you had never watched Stranger Things?
That is correct. That is correct. You know,
Despite being born in the 70s and growing up in the 80s,
hang
you had
on.
not some fucking how.
Thank you very much.
You weren't born in the 70s?
Oh, I'm an 81 boy.
Oh, you're an 81. Okay, well, I'm 78, but you still lived through the 80s.
He lived through the 80s, and I do have a lot of nostalgic callbacks that I really enjoy. Have really enjoyed over the long weekend. That
Yeah.
is just part.
The whole series is basically just fucking throwbacks. So many throwbacks.
It's funny because one of the episodes, they were watching He-Man or something, and she was flipping channels and watching and got on the He-Man, and I'm like, I remember getting up at 6:30 in the morning to watch He-Man.
I fucking hated He-Man.
I loved He-Man.
He-Man was
He-Man
not
and
my thing.
Stuart.
The real Ghostbusters was my jam.
The real Ghostbusters, the
Yep.
animated one,
Yep.
where Slimer was funny, as opposed to the movies where Slimer was terrifying.
Well, I mean, movie where Slimer was terrifying. Was Slimer even in the second movie? I don't remember.
He makes these pop-up cameos, but he's just not Slimer.
Boring.
You know what I mean? Like, anyway.
Yeah, just like the new one, which is fucking Muncher and doesn't have anything to do with the Ghostbusters at all.
No.
They don't even like befriend him or anything. I'm like, come on, guys. For everything you've done, like, you think you could like do what the real Ghostbusters did in the animated version and like make Slimer or a Slimer adjacent ghost like friendly-ish, more of just like that friend you really want to tell to fuck off, but just hangs around anyway, and it's just like, go home, Ben. Just fucking go home, dude. Like, you've been here for 3 days. Fuck off. Not that I know a Ben, by the way. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yes, I hadn't been exposed to Stranger Things. Pleasantly surprised, and have avoided spoilers.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say, series 1, amazing. Series 2, slipping. Series 3, why am I watching this? Series 4, oh look, it's series 2, but like slightly less good.
Well, series 4 is like, I give them a bit of credit. They did like, is this the post-COVID series?
It is the during / post-COVID, yes.
Yeah. This was like, it took a lot of work to get this out. Yeah, no, I did get the feeling in season 3, it was just like, hang on a second, is the same monster just doing different shit now? Like, we stop opening the door?
Yeah. Just fucking shut the door, take a step
Are we waiting
back.
for like a Hodor moment from gamers?
Don't tell the other. I've been rooting for you.
Oh my god, yeah, it was yeah, I don't know. It felt it was funny because the timing of the whole, like, we know that the Russians, obviously because of the Cold War, were the focal point, but thinking about modern day what's going on, especially with Russia and the Ukraine, it's just funny that the Cold War stuff sort of is in the spotlight.
It's yeah, I was like, oh, this couldn't have been timed better, to be honest. This is not dangerous at all.
People are like, oh, we shouldn't be talking about the war and all this other shit. It's like, but it happened. This isn't 1984. We don't just write things out of existence. Like, it's nice that it's being, it's just funny. I just, I'm just like, it's like season 2.
Keep up the
Okay,
momentum,
this
friend.
thing's continuing. Season 3, the Russians get the tech. Like, what the fuck? What is going on? Anyway,
Anyway.
I'm watching for season. I've got 2.5 more episodes
Mhm.
to go before I before I'm up to date with everybody.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
But yes, I'm enjoying it so thus far.
It's yeah, look, it's fine. I
As
mean,
far as
at the end of the day,
like, compared to a lot of other stuff that's out there, I think Stranger Things is a sort of a good show. Have you seen the latest Kenobi?
I have seen the latest Kenobi.
You should. Am I going to be a very angry man later on tonight when I watch Kenobi?
No. Actually,
Think you can win this thing.
yes, but not for the reasons that you're probably thinking.
Oh my god!
You're going to be angry because you're going to go, how the fuck does Chesh call these scripts? Like, this doesn't make sense.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. Now
Keep up the pressure.
I'm going to say it's fine. Yep. That's about right.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
I mean,
I don't know. I'll obviously I'll work it out.
I just want to tell you.
I was so tempted to watch it today, and if my boss hadn't sort of lumped me with a bunch of extra paperwork, that kept me working through till 5:30, I would have watched it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that's okay. I will watch it. I'm tempted not to watch the second episode of Ms. Marvel.
Oh yeah, that comes out tonight as well, doesn't it?
But I give most shows 2 or 3 episodes. So,
Coming for
you were right about Ms. Marvel. The whole high school feel about it,
and refreshing, but not.
it's not, the show wasn't made for us.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was like I enjoyed bits, but some of it was just so cringe. I'm just like, stop it, Marvel. Stop
Yeah.
forcing narratives.
Some of it was so unbelievably like, this is definitely not for me.
It was just
It
it
just makes you go, oh. Like,
Yeah.
especially now that they're setting up what I would consider to be basically a side villain. Yes, I'm gonna call it a side villain. They're setting up a side villain very early.
like an MCU side villain.
No, a series side villain. Definitely not a main villain. A side villain. Just like, can't have a teenage girl fighting a middle-aged man. Gotta have a teenage girl like fighting off with a teenage girl.
That's the shit that gets up my nose. That really just irritates me.
Yeah. So it's like I understand where it's coming from. And again, I don't believe that this is for me, like made for me. But this is definitely made for its intended audience, and I think that it does that extremely well.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I don't know. I just it irks me. I think more than anything, it's just like Ms. Marvel doesn't irk me. I just don't. I turned it on. I didn't expect the show that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought they were better than this as far as forcing narratives.
Really? Did you?
Yeah, I did. I thought more of them than what they've sort of given us.
Hashtag Marvel?
Yeah, it's Marvel.
Okay.
But it's funny because I'll go because that goes full circle to a Kenobi quote. You know when Anakin and Obi get trapped, and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
we're better than this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like really like don't. I think they can do. They've done things in the past subtly,
Well,
and they've done it subtly, and then they've screwed the pooch on a couple of occasions. One of the biggest ways they've screwed the pooch was, funnily enough, Captain Marvel was involved, and this was in Endgame when Spider-Man asked Captain Marvel how she was going to get the gauntlet to the van. And that is the biggest force narrative of all time. You want your girl power shot, good on you. Don't fuck the story, please.
Let's see it. Stay on top.
don't even get me started with Captain Marvel. Just that hero was certainly not for me. Just no good. Just no good.
Just no.
Done in both Millers.
Nope.
Ouch.
He's very much a nope.
Got some fresh recruits for you.
I don't know. I just say it was. I think I'll stick with disappointing. But yeah, look, not a big deal. As we all know, we're all Marvel crazy, and we'll probably watch everything no matter what.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ones with big
Um,
appetites.
Let's be real. We're not
That's-
turning out. We're not turning out back on Marvel.
No, I said this to somebody else. I was like, regardless of what you think, like, you're still gonna watch it.
It's like, don't tell me you're going to boycott. It's rubbish, and you know it.
Oh, that's absolute fucking rubbish.
It's like Kenobi. I know for a fact that no matter how bad it gets, I'm gonna watch it, and the odds are I'm gonna rewatch it just to confirm the things that I wasn't happy about happened.
I think you'll be happy with episode 5 or chapter 5 or whatever they're calling it.
Did we discuss chapter 4 last week?
No, we didn't because you hadn't watched it.
Okay, so let's talk chapter 4.
Yeah, how boring was that self-contained little story about having to rescue somebody from the evil secret lair? God.
What? It was the TV version of A New Hope.
What? No, it was horrible.
Funnily enough, it was also episode 4.
It was just terrible. Come on.
It was pretty bad. Not gonna lie. No. The funny thing that I picked up from it though, right, and it's something that I didn't recognize initially, and then went, oh yeah, you know, how you sort of have those moments.
Mm.
And
when the little droid,
a defeat that doesn't
Spoilers, by the way.
makes you strong.
what's her name? Leela? Whatever. The little thing.
Oh, Lilo?
Lilo. Whatever. Whatever it's called.
Beep bop boop it up up up.
Beep Bop Boop gets the when it has the tracker in it.
Uh-huh.
Now you know in the actual episode 4, when Leia says they're tracking us, it's the only thing that explains the ease of our escape. In A New Hope, this is the experience that shows that they know the Empire's tracking them.
Yawn.
Go ahead and hire one of these
It was great.
Yawn.
And Obi-Wan being worse than Sir Alec Guinness.
Oh, goodness.
And he's running and hiding.
Can we call him Obi-2?
Obi-2?
Yeah.
Obi-half.
Obi half of one. Yeah.
Obi-half Kenobi.
I didn't like 4 because it was just literally like
It was A New Hope told badly.
it
You know
was
the
just
thing that they
but it was
missed?
every like knight goes to save the princess in the evil tower fucking story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing different except for maybe the pods and pods and pods of like the
Don't tell the others.
Jedi and younglings that they've collected and set in like fucking tree sap for some reason. It's a bit grim and weird.
Young. The younglings.
Your
The
minions
poor
can
fucking
hold their
younglings.
weight.
The poor younglings, we murdered them all.
Think of the children.
Whoopsies. Didn't mean to cut that one's head off.
Master Skywalker. What shall we do? Anyway, they missed a prime opportunity for Qui-Gon to say, "Run, Ben, run."
With big appetites.
What, like the Flash?
No, like when Obi says it to Luke when they're in the Death Star. I'm like, but.
Get me down. More powerful than you'll ever know. Yeah. I mean, look. No. I was about to say, like, what was fine, but it wasn't. It was just, it was acceptable.
Yeah,
But it was like not different, didn't need to be told, had nothing special, you know, didn't feel like it was leading anywhere other than like, here's this, you know, this one set that we're using just to like,
yeah.
you know, cement this thing that's happening, and here's Sister 3 and her apparently like full unforced powers.
Come on, Darth Vader at the end when he was about to wreck the third sister. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Don't tell the others.
Just-
I'm rooting for you.
The fact that I haven't seen Qui-Gon yet.
I just
Notice how I said I haven't seen Qui-Gon yet?
yeah, well no, neither have I.
Okay.
It's not coming. And that wasn't really yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I thought we'd have more.
Yeah, well.
I thought we'd have more. That's all.
Just wait until 5. I really want to say some things, but
Nice work out
I
there.
know and you
Keep up the
don't,
press.
which sucks.
Yeah. Now I'm like, I want to know what I don't know. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I just can't wait for the how did you call that? Which
Is it
is
going to be that much of a like? What the fuck? How did you call? I can't believe how you called that moment.
yes.
Wow.
Yes, there is. Like to the point where I was kind of like stared at it in disbelief and went, "Oh, that's actually not terrible." Mostly.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out, Luke. You'll see.
You'll see Skywalker.
These recruits.
Wanker.
I wank.
I will fight you with my flashlight.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You're welcome. Get that image out of your head now.
I said good day. Oh fuck.
The hilt of my flashlight looks like my lightsaber.
Oh my god.
I use it on Palpatine's little lightsaber.
There are no words.
If you think
All
me
right, so
throwing
what-
lightning out of my
Oh.
fingers is exciting, wait until you watch where else I can fire lightning from.
Who the fuck is Cindy Gosa? Because that was dumb. Wow, that was silly, Cindy. I think Cindy Gosa tried to transition to elemental. Did not do so good doing it.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, they just lost 12 life to that
The
bastard.
battle is really raging out there.
Uh,
Far out.
ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, dun.
Terrible. Let's see what else. So,
Oh, I saw Jurassic Park.
oh yeah, how was it?
Fucking terrible. No. Disappointing. No, I won't go lead with fucking terrible.
That's fine.
It-
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say the parts with the humans were dumb. The parts with the dinosaurs were great.
There are a couple of crossover bits that weren't so great and were great, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just take honestly, aside from the roaring of the dinosaurs, because you can't like mute the whole fucking thing, but like just mute everything except for when the dinosaurs like make noises. And then we go and just I went in there thinking I was a 10-year-old child looking forward to seeing dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw the dinosaurs, I was
Keep
happy.
up the momentum, friend.
As the 10-year-old me was happy. But the rest of it was shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that's all I needed to sort of expect
I just
to
like
not be
for me,
miserable.
like the only thing I couldn't help but think was like, cool man, like we just had Top Gun Shikrick and now we've got this. Don't care.
Come on, Top Gun was amazing.
Yeah. I'm about to die, by the way. Oh, fucking
No.
Murlocs. Yeah.
Who's the
Every
Murloc?
time. Ambassador Phelan. Who isn't Phelan, if you know what I'm talking about.
Bastard, eh?
Ambassador Dick Toss.
Ambassador Dictos.
Yeah.
That's a colourful name.
Fuck that person.
I'm playing against Cookie.
Well, we'll all see, won't we? We'll.
No, because this is the turn where I'm just going to die. That's terrible. Terrible.
We'll get in there just to watch you die then. That's fine.
That's all right.
What else? What else? The Blacklist season has ended. Unfortunately. The Rookie has ended its season as well. Lois and Clark has Lois and Clark, is that what it's called? Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois has ended its
I think
season.
it's the first 6 episodes and I haven't continued it. I really need to pick that up.
It's good. I like it. Bit
Very
more
good things.
drama than you would expect out of a Superman TV series, but you know.
I enjoy the grounded nature of it.
Yes. The fact that it's not just Superman like all the time.
Superman smashing stuff and saving the day.
Yeah, yeah. And like that you know, that John Irons and his daughter from another fucking galaxy are there, who used to be married to Lois before Superman killed Lois in another world, another
Which is a
universe.
bit weird.
It's a bit fucking, yeah.
Hey, not gonna lie, bit weird. Oh, you can do it weird though.
Yeah, that's a whole weird thing.
We can deal with a little bit weird. I think Cookie's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Man.
I did try to stop him, but yeah.
What? What? Oh, do I win this?
Maybe. I
I think
don't think so.
It just beats me.
Are you sure? It's still going on my screen, so there we go. Okay, yeah, just beats you.
Yeah.
Smack.
Let's level up. Let's do some stuff.
But he didn't kill you, so that was a bonus.
Yeah, that's good.
Star Trek Strange New Worlds is good, in my honest opinion.
That's good.
Yep.
Is it a good thing?
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun watching it. I saw some dickhead critic on TikTok was like rubbishing it. Was just being like, you know, well, they're telling you what to think and they're telling you how to feel and they're not really giving you a story. And I'm like, you fucking watching, dude? Like, are you some right-wing fucking piece of shit or what? Because I was watching it and I tell you what, like, it reminded me of, like, if anything, it's a mix of original series and next gen, which is fucking lovely.
I don't know. I have to admit, I don't have a lot of love for Star Trek. I do watch a little bit. I dabble, but I never get hooked on Star Trek.
Well, I probably have more love for Star Trek than I do for Star Wars because Star Trek is more technology based than Star Wars is, because Star Wars is more magic. And I'm not really the magic kind of person.
It's more of a fantasy opera. Like it's a I know.
It's still magic. It doesn't call it fantasy if you want, but it's still fucking magic. It's like saying Warhammer Fantasy, you know, is magic. Let's be honest, is magic. Is based in magic.
Would you like to say wizards with laser swords? Come on.
No. I didn't say 40,000. I said fantasy.
I like wizards with laser swords.
I'll pass on the wizards that seem to be just infinitely more powerful than, you know, everybody else.
Wizards with laser sword. Sorry.
Terrible.
Wizards with laser sword.
Chicken and choppers. Holy fuck.
That didn't want to hit my That's annoying. That is so annoying.
I have breaking news. And this is literally going to be for Australians of approximate age to us.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay.
Good Things Festival 2022 happening in Brisbane, 4th of December at the Brisbane Showgrounds. Their lineup has been announced, and TISM, after 19 years, have reformed.
Wow.
TISM will also be playing Friday the 2nd of December at Flemington Racecourse, Saturday the 3rd of December at Centennial Park, Sydney, and that show in Brisbane. So Damien Cowell has got the band back together. And does this mean that they're going to do new music, or are they just going to do fucking Greg the Stop Sign for like an hour? Like, what type of set is this going to be with a bunch of like they're gotta be old now. Like, when I met Damien Cowell, he would have been, I reckon he would have been in his 30s when I was in my 20s when I met him. We'd say like mid 30s, right?
Yeah.
So he'd be like 50 something now. You know, I'm actually going to look it up.
Insane.
I'll look it up. Yeah, it's funny that I can tell the story now without people going like bullshit. Because when I used to talk about it, because we hired Tism and they came and did a show for us on the Gold Coast at the nightclub we were running. The guy I was working for, Tony from Underground Groove, the City and Record store.
Yep.
And so we had them staying not Surfers Paradise, not Southport. Broad Beach, no. Mermaid Waters, maybe? I think it was Mermaid Waters. We put them up in a unit basically for the weekend. And you know, it was just like, come up for a holiday, we'll pay for your flights, we'll pay for your accommodation, you know, we'll give you money for the gig. Come and play in this nightclub. And it was really good because we were packed. So
Yeah.
everyone made money, which was great. But when I went with Tony to like pick them up from Gold Coast Airport and take him to Mermaid, it was like, because they're all chatting in the car and they're just like so, how would you put it? Kind of like they sounded very Australian. They had that like real Aussie ochre, but also like extremely smart.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And I was like, what do you guys do for an actual living?
Are those teachers?
And Damien just goes, dude, are you serious? We do this for a living. And I'm like, okay, sure. What do you do during the day, during the week when you're not doing this? And Jockey Cheese. Fuck, I can never remember his real name. But Jock turns around and he goes, we're teachers and scholars. And I was like, wait, you're teachers and scholars. You guys are like the punkest.
How funny is that?
Yeah, I was like, but you guys are like the punkest motherfuckers I've ever known. Are you kidding me? And they're just like, no, that's what we do. What, how, why? What, how? So that was just like fucking brilliant.
Steady hand.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
It's very cool. So yeah, getting to hang out with them for the weekend was interesting because they weren't big on like partying per se, but they were very big on like, you know, just get a couple of people together and have some drinks at the unit and like, you know, travel down to the beach and like hang out at the beach at night for a while and have drinks on the beach, which was really bizarre. Cool. Yeah, especially considering like, so they come from the technically Melbourne punk scene at the time. And the punk scene was known pretty much just being a bit out of control in Australia.
Yep.
Pretty much. But like every punk band that I knew from working at like 4ZZZ and stuff later on, they were all really down to earth, really mellow. And like I went to their parties and like, as long as you weren't hanging out with like the real crusty motherfuckers who were into drugs and shit, like most of them were either straight edge or just like, you know, they'd have beers and they'd get drunk, but they wouldn't be like violent shit.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. And it's funny because somebody asked me if I actually like miss those days at all, and it's like, not really, because I mean, it's just so long ago.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any.
It's kind of like you've had that time. You don't need it. Like it doesn't need to happen again.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense. Yeah.
It's like I don't, and I have over the last 10 years, every party I've been to has been super fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like pretty much I just want to like sit back with a beer and a piece of pizza and talk to people.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not
And
out
it
to
is
like,
literally, it's like no sugarcoating it. It's that is what it is.
yeah. I'm just too old. I'm just too old.
Sound like Murtaugh. Too old for this shit.
Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, you get to that point where you're just like, I don't even have the will to like go out to a nightclub and drink. And I've been invited to nightclubs to drink with people. And I'm always just like, but why? Like, you're going out and you're paying $12 for a fucking rum and coke? Why?
Like a massive CBF factor, right?
Yeah. You know, you're paying $25 for a fucking daiquiri? Like, we used to buy daiquiris for $3 at the goddamn casino in fucking Broadbeach, you know? That's the craziest thing to think about. Like, when I was in party mode, which wasn't really party mode, getting shit-faced was pretty cheap.
To it as party mode.
Yeah, party mode. But like, we would sometimes partake in like grab a bottle, go to a park and get shit-faced. You know, there's plenty of times we did that. I mean, I used to do that with Kane in the game. You know, Kane's probably one of my oldest friends, I think, actually, who's known me the longest, who I'm still friends with. And we used to do that shit a lot. Like, I would just literally take off down from Tweed Heads or Moolumba or wherever I was at the time. I think I was at Tweed Heads at that time. I would usually hitchhike my way down to Pottsville. Sometimes I'd get a ride, but most of the time I'd just hitchhike because, you know, it was the time when you could. And we're talking like late 90s, early 2000s, I guess. And, you know, I'd grab a bottle of Jim Beam and we'd, you know, down a whole bottle of Jim Beam and play Magic the Gathering. You know? Yeah, as we would.
It sounds so different to...
It's weird, right? Like, but even back then we had like our core little group of Magic the Gathering players. You know, one of them was a drug dealer, which was a thing because he was a bit of a weirdo.
Well, that's the way of the world, isn't it?
Especially living down that far. Like living on that side of the coast. Oi! Won that first place. Alright. Grease me up, Lewin.
Do it.
Consider me greased. Yeah, so that was the thing. Like, but so Kane and myself, like Kane was more of the party guy. Like he would get on, you know, he'd get on the acid
Everything.
tabs and shit, yeah. Which, you know, I would now and again, but in controlled environment, because I wasn't the kid that would go to like Livid or Big Day Out like and get fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I just heard too many horror stories about like shit going wrong. Especially yeah, especially with that kind of heat. How hot the Gold Coast in Brisbane gets. All minions have +2 attack. Boring. Start the game with an amalgam. Fuck you.
Elementals makes
Buy 3 minions in one turn. Give them 2/2. Ugh. I guess we'll go with Infinite Toki again.
I'm gonna go 8 because I've got Nagas.
I didn't pay attention to what the beast types were. Whoops.
7 fresh opponents. Are you ready?
Oopsies. I guess we'll just start with an imp.
Good to get some minions in play.
Yeah, so that was our whole thing. But also, like, for somebody dressed as a goth on the Gold Coast, like, you really wanted your faculties just in case you needed to defend yourself. Which I think I only ever had one altercation. Yeah, I think I only ever had one altercation at a gig, like at a big festival. And that was Soundwave about 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be about
Matt,
12 years
how's
ago.
it going out there?
Great to have it. And that was a guy who took a swing at me, and I just like kicked him in the ass because he missed, and that was it. It was just like over because security just like took him and like, yeah, reefed him out of the venue. But I remember like we saw so many cool bands, Kane and I. Because I remember we saw Cake and Going the Distance live. By the way, fucking brilliant. So good. I know that we saw Tism at one of the festivals. We saw Bloodhound Gang. We saw all the Australian staples, Powderfinger, Gurge, who we knew quite well, because I was living in Brisbane at the time. And thanks to, again, 4ZZZ, everything comes back to community radio. Because that's how I got to meet, Jesus, Kim
Matt,
Freeman?
how's it going out there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing here? Use that tab and refresh. I mean, sure. Eat a minion. Nom 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 nom. A pretty good reason. I want to think that we might go into Murlocs. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, the Whitlams were great. I actually got to meet Suzuki as well. That was at the same place. Yeah, that was the UQ.
Cool.
Can't remember what they used to call that festival. But yeah, me and Tim up in the green room, which was like an outdoors area with beer and stuff, doing the Jats challenge with each other. With his bandmates like egging us on, which was amazing. And that's just where you go like Jats, meat, cheese, Jats, meat, cheese, Jats, meat, cheese, and see how much you can fit in your mouth at one point, like at one time.
Keep up the pressure.
So I thought that was
So mature.
Yeah, I just thought that was like, you know, fucking amazing. It was like the best, absolute best time of my life. What do I take here? Do I continue Murloc? Do I take Demon? Shit. Yeah, right. Let's move into Demons, I guess. Freeze. We'll get there. We'll figure out what we're playing. But like, yeah.
Hearthstone.
Chat just logged out. Thanks, Restream, you piece of garbage.
You got this. You're way
Come
ahead.
on.
Oh no, George is dead.
It's not loading.
What?
Oh,
What's happened?
I can't get back into the chat. Restream just completely logged me out for no good reason. No.
Not very nice.
That's
Defeat
frustrating.
that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
No, I don't like that card. Oh well.
Where do we go? No good. Or nah good.
Out a minion and up a goal.
Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Let's take Mr. Demon.
Another satisfied.
Oh, I'm gonna fight a ghost.
I'm not. I'm fighting the number 2. Apparently has mixed minions. Just like I have mixed feelings I'm hilarious.
Doing great out there.
Oh,
Lol,
the
lol, lol,
lols.
lol, 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 lol. Um,
I'm very, very, very curious about what you want to discuss about Kenobi.
I mean, I can't tell you. It's a spoiler.
I'm curious. I know.
You won't
So good
say.
at this.
You don't know how hard it is.
Hold up the double.
God. Better. Better.
Oh, really? One.
Oh, so here's a funny story. Many years ago, we came down. Me and some friends came down to Melbourne for a Dragon Ball Z Score Z tournament at one of the conventions, right? As we do. We'd just been to Sydney to a Sydney store for like a championship like tournament. And this was kind of like a showcase, but it had points on the line and like cool promos and stuff. And so the first night we got down here, which was a Friday night, we stumbled
Think
into a
you can win
shitty
this
little.
thing.
I don't even remember where we were staying, but it was a pretty gross place, as you can imagine. Especially being 20 odd years ago.
Yep.
And we stumbled
Mhm.
into this like hotel with like a stage area near the bar because we could hear that the band was playing covers of Stray Cats. Can you guess who the band ended up being?
Yeah.
They weren't this band at the
But
time,
pressure.
but they ended up being this band.
Very cryptic.
They still play to this day. And they're pretty popular. And they're not the Spice Girls.
Never
I'm
satisfied.
not sure.
You're not sure?
Any hits?
They were very, very, very much playing Stray Cats. Alright, I'll put you out of your misery. So, we saw The Living End.
Yeah,
We saw The Living End
I'm
before there was
useless.
a Living End. And it
Oh
was
my god!
pretty
Really?
amazing, I'm gonna say. We only realized
cool.
when Prisoner came out. And it was like, wait, they're the guys that we saw in Melbourne. And it was like, yeah, a big, hilarious thing. Because we were just like, oh, okay, we've actually seen him live. Like, doing covers.
Think you can win this thing.
It was very cool. Oh no, I'm fighting against you.
Hey, beers.
Oh no, you crushed
Cool.
it.
Nice job, dude.
Well, this isn't gonna go well for me.
Still gonna pay me.
Oh, I got it.
One.
Thought we was gonna have a stalemate. But we'd have to have a dance off for the universe.
Not gonna be fun.
Indians really pulled their weight.
That sounded way too maniacal.
Damn right it did. Do we really wanna? Yeah.
Take you down.
Let's go to 4. Yeah, it's weird shit like that that like
Right.
over the years you kind of like start to think about it. It's like all of this like this weird like not even
Yeah.
really you can't really call it a coincidence like because it doesn't have anything to be coincidental about. It's just bizarre. Yeah,
It's just
pretty
cool
much.
stories, isn't it? It's nice to go around and think back and go,
Yeah,
wow, pretty
I've
cool
done some
shit
cool shit
happened.
in my life. You know, my life hasn't been a total waste, but depending on how you want to look at it, it's funny because we
Have
almost
Isaac stories to tell. Having a
yeah
bunch of Isaac
I
stories to
personally
tell.
don't have that
You
many.
can win this thing.
Are we talking let's play games, Isaac? Yeah.
Isaac
So
Egan.
I don't have that many
I need
stories about
games,
Isaac because
But no, I'm just being because he calls them Isaac stories, but he just has random
I was
shit
gonna say
that
because
happens
I
to him.
have bumped into him like now and again on the
It's work
circuit, on
out
the Magic
there.
circuit, but
Keep up the
not
pressure.
really. I can't remember a lot of the interactions, which sucks.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. We go back because we both own stores. Like
I would have
yeah.
switched to fucking Murlocs. God damn it! It just gave me a self and I can use it. Let's get rid of you. Let's buy you instead. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll
Will
do.
it though? Oh, will it?
I'll probably not. I reckon I'm gonna get my ass handed to me by this mech plow. But if I don't die this turn,
good.
I feel like I could be in good stead. But I say that and then I die horribly. So
Catch 22.
who knows?
Well, I'm up against third seed here, which is demons as well. So this will be interesting.
I think I beat that demon player. No, I lost. I lost to both of you. The way
Yeah.
you guys are second and third, and I am
Keep
fourth.
up the momentum, friend.
Oh yeah, this is.
Oh, you a-hole dog! I hate you so much. That's where my assists are.
Oh
You're
no!
gonna die.
Oh no! I definitely lost this one.
Uh-oh.
Only just. God
I
damn it.
won.
Oof.
But the young player's got double assister out.
Yeah.
And I'm a Naga player. This is not fair.
Sounds like you're having a rough time, friend.
Battle is really raging out there.
Guys, I'll discover a Naga.
Naga.
That's trash.
Death rattles triggered twice.
Well, I don't like it when
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't get the
seeing
Nagas I
demons.
want.
Freeze. God damn it.
But, and I didn't even
Well,
think
yeah,
Nagas
they're
were
still
highly
highly
contested.
contested. People still want them.
Like there are Murlocs in the lobby. I thought I'd be dead.
Or should I say?
Oh well. The I've still got an amalgam.
Marvel
I don't
just
know why I've
posted
got an
on
amalgam.
Facebook about episode 2 of what I'm gonna call let's see here. I had the perfect name and it just slipped out of my fucking
Got
mouth.
this. You're way ahead.
Oh, Blossom. Episode 2 of Blossom. Yeah. Of New Wave Blossom Miss Marvel. Yeah.
New Wave Blossom.
Yeah.
The Marvelous Blossom.
So that's the story, and that's I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay. Let's go proceed. Oh, give me a good 6, please. That's not very nice.
Yeah, it can
I
be a
hate
bit
this
like
game
that.
so much sometimes. There she is.
Let's go to view. Thank you. Sorry, buddy. You're gonna have to go. View. Refresh.
Better hire a recruit
Mine's
while you
selling one.
can.
We need at least. It's no good either. Shit. Okay, what can we get rid of? I even sit on you, I guess.
That one might make all the difference.
I think that's the one that I. But I think it's
I
too
know
late.
the
I think
feeling.
I'm cooked. See if I get another recruit in it, then I'll be right. Otherwise, I think I'm dead.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Wow, that was rough. I definitely don't got this. The Team Manster is gonna kill me with the Yogg Saron. Not kill me, but it's the same one that you were talking about. It's just like, oof.
Like,
Oh, now
double
they've got a
Thissa.
Golden Athissa.
I
See
almost
that?
died.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they just killed me with 32 damage. Yeah, I just went from top to
Seems
6th
bad.
place. Well, that was the thing that happened. Yeah, because I was like, well, you
that's
know,
a thing.
maybe I'll, you know, be left alive with a little bit. Like, nah, you're dead. Yeah, Blossom. God. Ooh. Somebody's selling a Pat Williams RPA to 49 from Obsidian for $90. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Patches are really bland though, because they're just white. If the patches had a little bit of color to them, I'd be like, maybe I'll consider that. Something to, you know, send off the grading. I think that's what I need to do at tax time. I need to send a little bit of stuff off to grading. I mean, you saw that XSR. That's so. So there's rarities are common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and then secret rare, and then there's a hidden tier called extra rare.
Extra rare.
yeah.
They really went
So
above and beyond, didn't
XRs are basically on top of the current rarity system. So you get around 6 ultra rares per box. Secret rares are generally speaking 1 per every roughly 3 boxes. Right? So you get around about 4 XRs in a box as well. Right? So the math there is they're more rare than a specified ultra rare. They can be any rarity at all. Even commons can come in XR. So when you get an XSR, hang on. Let me figure this out in my brain because yeah, it'd have to be one in like a number of cases, right? Yeah. There's no way to do that calculation actually. So an XSR is definitely not guaranteed in a case. Yeah, and a case is 6 boxes.
Oh, really?
So it's not a case hit. It's rarer than a case hit. And they sell for $250 to $300 US. Yeah.
Jesus.
And the hilarious part was, so I went to the first free tournament at Grand J Games, playing a deck that I'd built like a couple of days before, trying to figure out the game. Yeah, and they decided that they'd just make it free for everyone, and everyone will get 1 promo pack and 1 loose booster pack out of a booster box. And I opened my promo pack hoping to get a promo I could use. And I got a Pillar Swing, which is fine, but nothing fantastic. And then I opened the booster pack and saw that there was 2 shiny foil cards in there. I was like, oh, I've got an XSR. And you can imagine, like, opening up the back card and going, oh no, I was joking, but I actually got an XSR. This is amazing. Third place.
Oh well, the Naga player lost to the not Naga player that was playing Nagas. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So the funny part about the XSR or the XRs of the secret rares is that only the XSRs have that Japanese complicated writing down the side. That doesn't come on any of the other cards.
Yeah.
It comes on some of the promos.
Oh wow.
The like provisional regional promos and shit. But when it comes to like, the main sets, it's only the XSRs that look that good. And it's just like, oh, drill worthy. So good looking. Yeah. Alright, well, I think we're done. Pretty much right on time as well, as per usual. Yeah, go and watch Kenobi.
Well, I'm going to go and watch Kenobi.
Message me if you remember what it was that I said was a thing that you were like, couldn't be. Because
you're gonna get an emoji, like a random GIF, sorry. Or I'm just gonna, if I send a confused GIF, like my head scratching, I don't know what it was, and I can't recall. If I do remember
I would be absolutely hilariously surprised if for some reason, somehow you don't remember what I said. Yeah.
I'm sure when I see it, I will.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And then I might watch Ms. Marvel. Actually, no, I'm going to watch an episode of Stranger Things.
Yeah, watch the better one. Let's be honest.
Watch the good show before you watch the trash.
Don't fill up on trash. That's how it goes. Do you have anything to plug, Adam?
Last week, if you can't cop this promotion, is get on the Facebook, share the post, do the post thing, do the thing. I think you've done it. I think most.
Maybe I'll fucking win this time.
We've drawn it on Sunday. We're doing the thing. Yes, I'm hoping that your name comes out, or somebody I know comes out of the drawer, and we can get
Yeah.
that discounted sub to
It's SGC,
SGC.
yeah.
Is it SGC? I think it is SGC.
Yeah. I'd like to see a little
that'd be
tuxedo
cool.
on my
Be really
XSR.
good. I keep having to tell the guys at Slab that they can't. They keep sending us the list of entrants for their promotion, and it's put me. It's like out of me. I'm like, Russell, delete that before we go into. Do not
Hilarious.
put me in the random.
Terrible, terrible.
That would be bad. That would be bad. But yes, yeah, and then obviously, yeah, check out the podcast for my bragging about being right about the Warriors winning the
Pretty
title
much.
and Boston being shit.
Hashtag
Tomorrow's
called it.
Clay Day.
Yeah, Clay's
Game
gonna win.
6.
Like, good. Clay will win. Fine form.
Look, it's the Clay game. You hear the
What?
Clay impersonator got kicked out of the
What?
stadium and banned for life. There's a guy that's fake Clay, like he looks like Clay Thompson, and he used that to his advantage, has been permanently banned from
Why?
the Warriors arena.
Oh.
Because he looks like Clay Thompson, he got past security. So they cracked down on him and cracked the shits. Yeah,
That's not really a reason to.
I know,
They
right?
should have used that publicity.
And for what? Yeah, no. Don't worry. You know what'll happen in a couple of days? I'll be like, he's been given a season membership, and we apologise because
No, they
he
won't.
wasn't doing the wrong thing.
They're
Although
idiots.
I
They
don't
don't
know, maybe
understand.
not. It's true. That's true. And yeah, I tend to agree with Russell. Although I did call this early. Wiggins is a
Yeah,
smoke.
for
Is a
sure.
smoky for finals
And-
MVP. If
And
he
everyone
gets
should
the
watch the
game
movie
tomorrow
Hustle.
and not expect big things from.
Yeah. Jurassic World's
Jurassic
bad.
World.
Hustle, real good.
Yes, I still haven't seen Hustle. This is what Stranger Things has done to me. My plan for this weekend is Hustle, not to actually get out and hustle. Is to
won't
watch
say
Hustle.
anything about it then, but yes. Other than what I said,
Yeah, like
Which
I've
is,
heard nothing of the thing.
what?
So,
Tyrese, did I say Tyrese Maxey or Tyrese Halliburton?
a lot of the Philly guys, like Adam Sandler, was. I've seen some interviews. I haven't spoiled it, but it was just like apparently it was amazing how great the NBA players were getting
I
involved.
seriously
and stuff,
could not even tell if they were basketballers or actors. I was like, clearly these are all actors, right? Like, they played it that well. Like, especially Tyrese playing like Kermit. No,
So it's
no,
not like Shazam.
No, it's really,
Shaq.
it's completely the opposite.
It's not Blue
It's
Chips 2.
absolutely. Yeah,
It's
no,
not Blue Chips 2. Damn it! I love that movie. Anyway, all right. Well, I'll check out. My goal is this weekend. You'll get a gift from me shortly,
Sweet.
but yes, I will
All
check
right,
out
let's
Hustle.
get the fuck out of here.
Hustle this week.
Bye, everyone.